Well, it's lunchtime down here at the federal courthouse in Las Vegas. We are in recess until Monday. The opening arguments went really quick this morning. We brought the jurors in about almost 9 o'clock and started out with opening arguments shortly after. So we'll wait for a few people to get on here and we'll go over some notes that I made during court. But overall, things went really good today. I'm really proud of Todd Engel. He's representing himself awesome. So before we get on into the case, I'll bring up Josh Martinez. He's still in jail at this moment. We just got an update that he went before the judge this morning. The prosecutors refused to let him speak on his own behalf even during this hearing. So he didn't get to ask for a judge reduction of the bond or anything. So he's still being held on this bond of a little over $2,600. But we do have donors that are actually helping with that, and his dad is working that out as we're speaking. So hopefully Josh Martinez will be out today. So this is from just a couple of minutes ago here. I talked with Skipper, and he updated me on that and said that Josh's father is working on getting him bailed out. But the prosecution refused to let him speak. So we're still praying for Josh. We know he'll get out. I also seen a message on here from Lindsay out there in Colorado. Hi, Lindsay. She said it's Joe Robertson's birthday today. So everybody send some nice messages to Carrie.
Joe.
Happy birthday, Joe. Everybody down here is saying happy birthday. So and send some messages to Carrie if you can, or write Joe some letters. I know that Lindsay, hopefully she'll post Joe's address again for anybody who doesn't have it already, but post it in my messages here so people can see that. So today on opening arguments, the government started out by trying to get sympathy on the BLM officers, saying that they were in fear of their lives, that it's a day that they'll never forget. That's not even something that, as a couple of attorneys I talked to, shouldn't even been brought up. It had nothing to do about how fearful things were of their misconduct. And they really had a lame opening arguments. It was very short. I've seen other opening arguments in cases similar to this that lasted for a couple of days. So the case here has already been blown out of the water. Stephen Stewart was second up for his attorney. Started out with the first opening arguments for the defense side. Stephen Stewart's attorney, he's a strong-willed guy. He's very intelligent. He spoke well for Stephen Stewart, and he said none of these guys are guilty.
How you doing?
That what the government is bringing forth, they have misrepresented these guys. These are some family guys. And he said Eric Parker wants to call, not Eric Parker, but Stephen Stewart. Let me go to his notes here real quick. But he's a family man. He's never been in any trouble. He works at a grocery store and also on the fire department. This guy's always been giving back to his community. He's got 2 children and a stepdaughter, and he's a loving father. So some of the things that some people haven't been hearing about these guys are coming out today, and it's just awesome to get to hear this. Eric Parker decided to wait for his closing arguments till a little bit longer in the trial, so we did not hear from him or his attorney today. And Todd Engel's doing great. He's representing himself. He brought tears to the jurors today and his opening arguments. He's very passionate. He speaks well. He brought out so many good points. One of the things he said is he was supposed to go back to work in the oil fields. He had been sitting on the couch and he was watching some news, and it came up about the Bundy incident out here and some protesters, and he's seen how the federal government was abusing some ranchers and some people, and he's seen that a lady had got knocked down. He didn't know who she was, but got knocked down by the BLM, Another man had gotten tased. Dogs have been sicked on people. A guy with a camera along the road just taking pictures was arrested and later released without being charged. And him, as a concerned citizen and loving his neighbor, he didn't know a single person. Todd came all the way out without knowing where he was going and found this protest that was going out along the interstate. And when he got there, he looked out over the bridge where he was standing at the moment, and he's seen all these military-looking vehicles and people pointing guns at women and children and men. He was so overwhelmed and concerned about it. He said a Nevada state trooper was passing by at that moment, and this was all on the dash cam on this state trooper, and is going to be used as the part of the exhibits for the defense. So this is all facts. He said this highway patrol, he waved him down and stopped him and said, hey, somebody's going to die here. There's guns being pointed from these BLM officers, and there's hundreds of them down there, and we fear for our lives. This highway patrolman stopped and what he was doing and started trying to see if he can de-escalate the situation, and he was trying to help the people. He said they had a right to be there. So all these great things were coming out from some of the defendants today, and the jurors were very attentive. There was tears, like I said, in several of the jurors' eyes. The clerk of the court even got up and went over and took them a box of tissues. There was people in the audience that brought the tears. Todd Engel did excellent. He did excellent at bringing it and brought passion with it, and he told the truth. So that was just awesome today. We don't have any more court the rest of the day. It was over with just shortly before lunch here. Our next court date is Monday morning at 8 o'clock sharp, when actually we bring witnesses in on the government side. And they claim they have close to 60 witnesses they're going to bring in the next couple of weeks. So it's going to get real busy down here. I won't be here after Monday. Monday will be my last day here in Nevada. But I want to. We had several people here today. We had Jeanette Finicum that showed up in support. We had Carol Bundy, Jeff Banta, Shauna Cox. Lots of the Bundy family were here. We also had Michelle Fiore's mom. She showed up, and Brianna Bundy, and just all kinds of other supporters, and even Skipper. Skipper's here today. He's always here. And Brother David's here too. They're on the other side of the camera here.
David up there.
So, you're going to have to remember to go to their live streams. They're down here on the ground when I've been up in the court here, and I won't be here next week, so we're going to have to really rely on these guys to go to their live streams, everybody. David Fleeman, right?
Yes.
Fleeman. David Fleeman. And we all know Skipper, too. So go to their live streams, and they're going to keep us updated next week. I want to bring up Michelle Fiore. She's been a great supporter. We're going to see if we can get this in here. She's running for city council here in Las Vegas, Nevada. Anybody here in Las Vegas, we asked you to show her support and give her a vote. She's one of the most honest politicians I've ever met, and I feel like we've got quite a few in Montana that are honest too. So back in my home state, but this here, she's from Las Vegas, Nevada, and I encourage everybody to check her out and throw her your support. Vote for her. She's down to earth. She's a mother. She's she's for the people, and a family person. So I recommend everybody to throw your support to her. I know voting, it looks like, starts starting about March 18th through the 31st. Election day is April 4th. So it's coming up here pretty quick. Just wanted to throw that out there at you. We have a meeting tonight out at Mesquite, Nevada. It's with the BLM, and they're going to have answers and questions from the public. I'm going to be out there since we don't have court here. It starts at 5 o'clock in Mesquite. I think it's one of the public buildings. I'm not for sure exactly which building it is, but it won't be hard to find. But I'm going to be out there. We'll probably do some coverage and live stream. and let you know what's how that meeting's going. But the BLM has opened this up to the public for answers and questions about concerns that's been going on, and probably some misconduct is going to be brought up of the other BLM officers and how they've been caught in some of this stuff for in the last couple of years. So I see Dory Day's here. Hello, Dory. Lazaro's there. Dwayne Emmer. I'll be there on Tuesday for you, Dwayne. Throw you guys some support, and love you, brother. Stand strong, and we'll hopefully see you tonight. And like Laz says, take down those criminals. Don't take our word for it. Do the research. It's out there, and you can find it for yourself. It doesn't take a genius or a rocket scientist at all to find out this corruption is going on. Hi, Troy and Jeff. Appreciate everybody joining us again. About 5 o'clock or a little after, we'll try to give you some more updates from Mesquite, Nevada, at that BLM officer. God bless you, Robert Huffman, and we'll sign off for now, and have a good day.